Okay, hang on tight. This is a quick video about the secret reason as to why people love Star Wars. If you've opened your eyes recently, you'll realize that a lot of people really love Star Wars. And with the new one coming out, The Force Awakens, I want to be able to get a little bit deeper and get people thinking about what this Star Wars story is really all about. Now obviously there's the big explosions, the space battles, the lightsabers, the story of the Jedi, the friends coming together against the odds to be able to stand up against an empowering and evil force. But weaved within all this, there's something else, something esoteric, something that is helping us connect with a deeper part of ourselves and helping us remember our own story. The secret as to why we love Star Wars is hidden within the premise of the Jedi. As we know, the story of the Jedi are people who are diligently working on practicing their own mindfulness while attaining special abilities and refining their connection to the Force, aka the universe, while pursuing a path of being a guardian to bring harmony back to the universe. But let's step back a minute, because the Jedi are more than just something within the Star Wars movie, and this is something that a lot of people may not really realize because they haven't really been told about it. George Lucas and whoever else did a little bit of research on their own, and if you look back at ancient Egypt, there was actually a group called the Djedi, or the Jedi, and basically they were what the Jedi are in the movie. They were a group of super conscious guardians who would do what they need to do. The story of the Jedi, and the story of, in this particular case, The Force Awakens, is about reconnecting us with our remembrance of what is actually going on within this multidimensional reality. You have to think about these movies as being more than just some guy behind a desk in Hollywood or J.J. Abrams himself. This is really consciousness doing what it can to help wake itself up through the power of storytelling and symbolism and being able to help be a mirror for us to see more of ourselves. And so the secret reason as to why people really love Star Wars is because it is a reflection of our real life shift in consciousness that is happening. Now, whether you've fully been investigating it or thinking about it, over the last 15 years, the world has really changed, but it's been part of this ongoing process of us remembering more about our interconnectedness to this reality, to the Force. Everybody's interconnected, and we're actually like one mind experiencing itself subjectively, and realizing that this reality is in some ways an illusion. And if you want to see where this comes up within the story of Star Wars, look at every single thing Yoda does. He was teaching us very specifically. And one of the best lines in the entire series is Yoda when he says, "Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter." So he's basically saying, like this illusion of the physicalness is just that. It is an illusion. And what we actually are luminous beings, are light. It's the idea that everything is light.
It's energy. Surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. You must feel the Force around you. Here, between you, me, the tree, the rock, everywhere.
And as you begin to investigate this more, you can explore it for yourself. And that's something that I really encourage you to do, because through there you actually tap into the natural abilities that the Jedi are also in tune with. So, are things like telepathy and telekinesis and talking with people who have passed on and higher awareness and intuition, are those real? Yes. Yes, they are. And more people are becoming aware of it. And movies like Star Wars, even though they're set up as movies, they're actually getting us to think about this. And they're getting kids to play as if it's real. And then they can bring that into their own life. And then we realize that this story is so much about us. It is so much about our own journey, our own hero's journey. The Jedi that we see within the movie, they are theoretically, in a galaxy far, far away a long time ago, but they're still within this reality. There's nothing to say that the Star Wars universe, as crazy as it sounds, is science fiction in that sense. It just takes place somewhere way over there.
There has been an awakening.
And so what I'm really excited about this movie is the fact that J.J. Abrams is making it, and J.J. Abrams is actually a very conscious guy as well, because there's some quote out there on the internet where he says, you know, like, I'm really interested in lucid dreaming. And lucid dreaming is the idea of being conscious of when you're in a dream and then being able to control things within a dream. So all the things that we think about the Jedi are actually very real within the dream. You can make things levitate, you can shoot things out of your hands, you can do flips and fly, and that's all possible. And this reality too is another version of this dream, just with different laws and illusions of physical nature and things like that. Luke Skywalker, the whole idea of Skywalker is actually referring to like ancient natives. When we think of Skywalker, they're actually talking about the one who would be aware of the higher realms. The Skywalker would be referring to the higher dimensions. So it's the idea of like taking higher awareness of our interconnected to reality and our potential of the conscious mind and bringing it back to people, to culture. And then when you think of Rey, J.J. Abrams chose her name for a reason, and even though it's disguised R-E-Y, R-A-Y is what it is, and it's a ray of light, a ray of sun. At least this is how I think about it, because each person is of the sun. Each person is already a light, and if they embody that guardianship, they become a beacon that can light other sparks, that can light one candle, can light other flames in that sense, and it can change the world. It can bring about harmony. And so again, a per son of the sun. Each person is of the sun. Each person's a person. Each person's a Rey. Rey is us. We are Luke Skywalker. We are Rey. And this is our journey that we're seeing within this movie. And that is why we love it. And that is why this movie is so popular. And that is why I'm so excited about it, because this is a real story about the awakening of the real life Jedi here within culture. Because this world is a crazy place out there, but we have the opportunity to be able to help make a difference in it by being Jedi, by being guardians, by being light holders, by being people who will go out there and change the world, by being love, really. This story has the potential to really make us think about things a little bit differently in terms of what is really possible within this reality. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, go try doing force push on stuff, but what I'm saying is embody the concept of the Jedi into yourself if that's something you feel. A Jedi is someone who will do free hugs on a corner. A Jedi is someone who will help their friends, who will be there to listen, who will say thank you, and who will show gratitude. And a Jedi is someone who goes inward and explores the inner space. The Force is something that's actually quite real, and whether you're aware of synchronicities and things like 1111, seeing numbers and that gut feeling and like that whole aspect is very much a part of who we are. And so as we each become more aware of these real life Jedi abilities that we are tapping into, that we are unlocking, that we are remembering, the next step would be able to use them to be able to help change the world, to be able to use them to evolve ourselves so that we can become a brighter beacon, that we can become a better dreamer within this dream, a better co-creator within this co-creation.
Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
So if you think that you feel like a Jedi, then that's very much because the Jedi is within you already. Right now, across the world, there are people, many people, who are resonating with the idea of being a real-life Jedi, being a modern-day Jedi. This movie and our potential ability to help change the world through it is by continuing to ripple inspiration further to remind people that there is more to this reality to explore. There's a lot more to experience, there's a lot more to unlock, and it is like a real-life movie adventure video game, and you can level up within it, and you can be able to experience these abilities for yourself, and then you can share that story with others, and then the ripple continues. And that is what we can do. We can be the guardians that will share the love, share the light, and also share the inspiration to help transmute the dark side of apathy, and to be able to help get more people engaged with pursuing and living the amazing multidimensional aspects of this experience that we call life. But of course, remember that the dark and the light are ultimately one and the same. It's part of the bigger story that we are experiencing. That is the illusion of duality, if you want to think about it that way. So through these themes, through these questioning, through the inspiration that we see within the story, we awaken the Jedi within. And that is why people love Star Wars. That is the secret esoteric reason as to why people love Star Wars.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
Become aware of your own destiny. is what this story is about, and that's what we'll see within the movies. And stay tuned, because I'm going to be doing a conscious movie review of The Force Awakens, and that is what this is about. It'll be interesting to see how Star Wars, again, helps us remember as consciousness doing what it can to help wake itself up.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in.
Thank you so much for checking this out, and share this video with your friends if you want them to awaken the Jedi within. And leave your comments below as to the other secret reasons as to why people love Star Wars. So the Force is awakening, and it's awakening from the inside out, and it begins with us. So Jedi, Guardian of the Future, unites. Thanks for watching. One love. Peace. If this video has found you, then let me give you a little bit more of the bonus information as to what this is really all about. My name is Brendan, and I'm a conscious filmmaker, and through my channel you can actually find movies that I've released online for free that actually involve themes of the real-life Jedi and our shift in consciousness. So you can go watch the 3 Days of Light movie, and specifically Journey to Lucidity 1 and 2, and stay tuned because Journey to Lucidity 3, Quest of Quests, will be coming out in the future, and that has even more Jedi themes within it. And the next level beyond just the movies is actually a call to action to get involved and to check out the project that we've been building over the past 7 years at ParadigmShiftCentral.com, and this is basically an interactive cooperative game to be able to help assist in the evolution of consciousness, a real life game, and basically is about building a team of Jedi across the world, people who are actively being guardians, holders of the light, to be able to help bring more consciousness into this world by doing things such as free hugs and just helping out people and holding space, and we call ourselves shifters. I encourage you to get involved, and again, remember to pursue the quest within. The quest within. As you change within, you change without. And that is what this journey is about. So it rhymes because it must be true. So check out ParadigmShiftCentral.com, stay tuned, and I look forward to meeting you. If this video found you, then yeah, the rabbit hole goes much deeper, and your journey has just begun. So our journey. Let's go change the world. All right.